JK.
Hey, actually, I was going to tell you this before we got started, but hey, what's going on, guys? And that shirt that you sent me, I was wearing it yesterday.
Oh.
And then, like after talking to you yesterday, well, maybe it wasn't that. It was like anyway, later at night. I guess probably when I was taking it off, I thought like, should have worn this tomorrow. I'll be on with Ryan.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Nice.
What's going on, guys? Ryan sent me a cool Gundam, Thunderbolt Gundam shirt.
Yeah.
I was wearing yesterday. You'll see it in what video? The HG Bolanox Saman video next week.
Ooh.
Check that out. You'll see it.
I'll be looking forward to checking that out then.
It's a cool kit. What do you think of that one?
I haven't seen it yet, actually.
What?
Yeah,
all
man.
Right. It's a recent HG release.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird one. You're unfamiliar with the design entirely?
Yeah, I'm unfamiliar.
All right.
How was it like?
I'll put it up for you. Here we are. This guy, this one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. Wait, what universe is that in?
Zeta.
Interesting.
Mm.
Wow. I have never seen that before.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
That's a cool backpack, though.
It's like a huge backpack. Where's a good picture? Well,
there's one right there. Yeah.
Where? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah. It's a like really huge, like strangely huge backpack in terms of for like Gundams. I mean, like you have like stuff like the Psycho Gundam that has like the huge backpack, right?
Yeah,
but
yeah. He has thruster power. He can go any direction.
Yeah, it's very different. Anyway,
and his head's like that. Like it looks like a alien head.
Yeah,
brains
it's
or something.
Very strange. Like why is this not making the pictures big? I'm sad. Yeah, it's like a weird gorilla golem.
Yeah.
Kind of looking design, but like I really like the claw shield is pretty cool weapon. I mean, like it's got like cool aspects, but it's like a very strange.
Yeah.
Mix of stuff.
Are those missile pods on the shoulder?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or I mean, like it's just like missiles built into the shoulder is how I would describe it. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
They do open up.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like one of the last of like the PMX series mobile suits. So like everybody kind of expected that it was going to get an HG eventually. But yeah, not exactly the most widespread appeal for that one, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I could see someone using that kit to build something else out of, like an animal.
Oh yeah,
like a bowl
for sure.
Whatever.
That's what we were talking about in when I showed the picture. Once I had it built, I like posted the picture in my Discord, and that's what they were saying. Like, yeah, it looks like good kit bash material.
Yeah. Oh, that's
right.
Neat. That's
but cool. Anyway, so what's going on, guys? Welcome to Plamo no Trend. Now, after we talked about the episode before or the one before last two, where we were talking about like explaining what the name means. Now I feel like we should probably explain what the name means every time, just for anybody who's seeing it for the first time.
Fair enough. Yes.
It is maybe confusing for people, but anyway, it's just trends in Plamo.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Because a lot of times Japanese people really like using certain hashtags, right? And so basically searching those hashtags and then seeing what people use those popular hashtags, and then basically just us kind of nerding out over those posts that we see, right? And it could be anything, right? Mostly Gunpla, but like we've seen in the past, it could be other forms of crafts too, right? So
sure.
But yeah.
I mean, I like seeing a mix of the other stuff too. Sometimes it's really cool because like you get ideas, and what's really cool when like you see stuff that you get ideas that you can then like adapt to like Gunpla things, stuff like that.
Exactly. And we could discover a lot of really cool new artists. Well, at least for me, like there's a lot of these artists I've never seen before, right? And then so I love it when we go off on a tangent too and then start looking at their works and then just be like blown away by their artistry, right? So it's so
No,
awesome.
I think like we only ever did that like Josh and I before. We did like one episode where we just only were looking at one, and like that was the goal. It's not like we got like off on a tangent, but like from the start, like the episode was just dedicated to looking at just like one modeler's stuff. We did that once, but it's something we could maybe do again in the future. But
it's kind of neat going to a deep dive, right? Because there's a lot of like similarities in their styles and stuff. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I'm just here to see cool stuff.
Exactly. So yeah, you guys too, following along if you're watching live or if you're watching later. If you see people's works that that you appreciate, that look cool. If you're still on Twitter, I know these days like a lot of people are not, and they complain about it. But like we say, you know, just like a bunch of this Plamo stuff, and that's what will fill up your feed. You just have to train the algorithm. But so yeah, the just to explain the hashtag for this month, this episode anyway, it is what was the English translation? It was gather all the. It was actually it was funny the translation. If you just like pop it into a translator, it was like unkitted MS, but it just basically means the kits that are mobile suits that don't have an actual kit.
Interesting. Wow.
So
I like
this one here, for example, it's like the Mighty Strike Freedom, but like someone made it out of an MG. So like there's no master grade Mighty Strike Freedom, but somebody made one. So these are going to be
a cool hashtag.
Yeah. So we'll see some that's like this one. It's basically just like mostly the Freedom 2.0, but just like did a bunch of custom work on the backpack, for example. But I mean, like we'll see some other ones too that are like full scratch builds. Some are like more just like kit bash stuff. So we'll see a bunch of stuff that basically doesn't exist as like a kit that you can buy like that. Right.
That's cool.
And I imagine we'll probably see a lot of stuff too that neither one of us might know what they are. I was like looking through it. There's a lot of like really obscure stuff. So like that's why they don't have a kit, because it's a really obscure MS, but like somebody made it.
Wow.
So those of you guys who are in the chat, you'll have to help us to identify some of these mobile suits, because we'll be looking at it like, I don't know what mobile suit that's supposed to be, but
yeah,
that's cool.
I'm probably going to know the least about that, just for a warning.
It's all right. So, well, this one's easy though, but yeah, it's just here's a good like just standing photo of that. Really cool though.
That is so beautiful, man.
Or no, what did I say? I said the master grade. It's the MGEX Strike Freedom. That's what that is.
Oh.
You've not built? Well, I guess there's only 2 MGEX out so far, but you've not built either of them, right?
Nope. I've never.
You have either of them?
I don't either. It's I might have to now, but I have so much in my backlog. I feel bad for buying more. But I do like this design though. Yeah. It's beautiful. I love all the angles. It's just great proportions.
It's a good looking kit. I mean, I'm also not like a huge like Mighty Strike Freedom fan, just like of the design, or I guess even not just the Strike Freedom, the original kit that this person used, the base kit. But I mean, it's a good looking kit. Like the color changing base there for that too.
Yeah, that's cool. That cloud effect.
Nice way to display it.
Yeah.
Was that you that I was talking to about? I think it was either you or Chris that we were talking about like the size of the base, about the base being just like a little bit too small rather than being like too wide. That I was saying I didn't like the feature frame style base.
Right. I don't know.
Was it you or?
It might have been Chris that you were talking about with, but yeah. But I, like for example, your Zaku that you made, the base that you made recently, I liked how you restricted the size on that and had the building hang off the edge as opposed to building the base wider to incorporate the entire building, right? So
I think it was. That must have been you and I that we're talking about then.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about with that kit.
That's right. Yeah. Then I guess it was. But yeah.
So I feel like this one's kind of similar. Like the base, if it was like not quite so big, but like much smaller, so it doesn't really necessarily need to be like that huge.
Right.
For this kit.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
Looks really nice. Some nice pre-shading on there.
Yeah. The painting, the colors look really nice. Love that.
That's nice. Cool.
I love that. Power pose.
And I do love to see the Strike Freedom with less blue on it. I always think that looks cool. I've seen other people do this too, where like they eliminate. He's still got the blue feet.
Yeah.
Interestingly, but I like it in kind of more just like black instead of blue. I've seen that done before.
Midnight blue chest area there. Yeah.
Midnight blue. That's where it is.
I love the midnight blue.
This it's like a kind of Zaku tank.
Yeah.
Essentially. But this is also another fun hashtag too, where we get to play the game where we try to figure out where the parts are from. Because like
I would have no idea.
My guess is that these, well, actually, I wonder if the tank parts on like the side are from like the HG Hardgraph, that Hildorf kit or whatever.
That tank one?
I wonder.
A Hardgraph tank. Yeah. Cut in half.
Yeah, or something like that. Or I mean, I don't know. There's like a million different like actual like tank models. It just doesn't look like, see, like my first guess would be like, oh, you just took like an actual like tank model and just like cut the sides or whatever. But it doesn't look necessarily like a real world tank. It looks like something like a sci-fi tank model.
I like how there's that car going out of it in the middle, like driving down that ramp. That's kind of cool.
The little Jeeps coming out of here.
Yeah.
It's got like, and it's not, let's see here. This is an actual video. It's not, oh, here it is.
Oh,
this is a different one. Different kit.
Transforming. Yeah. Interesting.
It's like a gun tank, but like an early gun tank kind of thing.
With no head. Like the arms are there. It's like, that's neat.
Just got like what is probably like an early version of a head right here, just that little bit right there, and the hatch, whatever. But that's cool.
Interesting.
But yeah, like the Zaku tank. I mean, I've seen like different versions. This is like kind of got like everything. There's different versions that has like just gun arms and claw arms and just like the like backhoe arms, but it's like got everything on here.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is I think like for a lot of the designs like under this hashtag, they're all like actual like canonical designs that people just made their own kit bash of. This one, I don't know if this is anything that's actually canon or not. I wouldn't know. Doesn't look like it, but
it's not
that's cool.
Canon.
Hey.
Sorry. Bad joke.
Sorry, guys. But I would recommend, definitely would recommend following Gunpla Refine.
That's cool.
Here. A lot of great this type of stuff here.
That's beautiful.
Like Dugram kit, stuff like that.
Beautiful.
It's really cool.
Wow.
You can see, let's see some more like these guys here.
Oh, that's nice.
A lot of like tan color schemes, you may notice. A bit of a theme there.
Paint fading and like rusting, chipping.
You know, I've certainly noticed. I wonder if we could find a good hashtag for this, because I think I've seen probably, I don't know. I would have no idea what the number would be, but at least 100 different color schemes.
Color variations.
Yeah, for this Gundam already in just like the couple weeks that it's been out. 2 weeks maybe.
They're so fast at like doing it. I guess everyone wants to claim to have the original color scheme.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I get it. There's people that do that. I mean, like a lot of times for me, just because like I always have like so many different projects going at the same time, I'm usually not planning on like if like we know like for example like the HG Psycho Gundam Mark II kit's coming out. I'm not thinking like ahead of time, like before I even get the kit, like all right, because that's what I'm sure a lot of these people are doing. They're thinking ahead of time like what color scheme they want to do or like how they want to customize the kit. Like I'm not thinking about it usually like ahead of time. It's what like 9 times out of 10 if it's like a new kit, like a new release and I'm gonna paint it, what happens is that I get the kit and build it and like I enjoy it a lot and I feel like really inspired and motivated to like paint it straight away.
Well, this one was funny though because like because of the the design similarities to Evangelion, right? So even before the kit came out, I saw tons of line art people who would like redo their color schemes, right? So that was that was kind of neat to see, right? All the just people tweaking it. And
you could tell there was a lot of like pre-release excitement about doing different color schemes and variations and stuff of that already.
Exactly. Yeah.
There was a great one I saw that he made made it into the Ava 02. What is it called? It's like the cannibalized form that has like the big green backpack with all the missile pods and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Made it like that using like some like I think it was a mix of Kotobukiya MSG parts, like missile pods, and then also some like 30-minute missions pods to basically like make all the missile pods and stuff like that.
That's cool.
It was cool. It's a nice one.
Yeah.
This one, I really like this a lot too.
This looks so good.
Plamo. And actually, when I first glanced past this, I thought it was a Macross kit. So I didn't even notice that it was the Barzam.
Wow.
Because it reminds me of what's the name of that kit? I got one here. The Armored Valkyrie.
Where is the head from?
This guy. This guy's like
has very similar paint scheme too.
Colors, yeah. Because I'd seen one that's like orange or something. But anyway, yeah, it reminded me of that. The head, I recognize that, but what is it from?
It's cool how it has like the Mark II, the Vulcan thing.
That's very Advanced Zeta.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to say that head is from like, it's not the Jim, something like that. I don't know, or something. Anybody in the chat know? They recognize where that head is from? Anyway, I'm not sure.
I love it.
But
so nice. The colors are so great. I love his constraint too, like just on, just leaving like that chest, pretty clean, right? With some rivet details that he added and the decal placements, just so nice. Wow. I love it.
Yeah, it's got that really, and like this is like one of my favorite aesthetics for models where like there is a lot of work in there, like all these little scribing bits. But like, like you're saying, it looks still like quite plain. It doesn't look like really detailed. Yeah,
it's just very tastefully done. Even like the piston areas by the crotch armor there, like like it's so cool. Yeah, exactly. Like once you start looking at it, you're like, ooh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Wow, I love this details. Wow.
It's like
that's beautiful.
Detail is like only where it like really makes sense.
Exactly.
Nothing more.
Yeah.
This is really cool too. Can you see that?
Oh yeah.
Like kind of vent there.
Yeah, it's like a vent mesh, like a trellis mesh. Wow, that's cool.
What would be used to make that? Because that almost looks like I've seen people use stuff like zip ties and like cut a piece of zip ties for making like vent details.
Yeah,
it almost looks like kind of like that, but
it looks like even like those like tiny railings for the metal etch kind of
like for a ship model or something.
I don't know,
maybe
that's a cool detail. Wow.
I wonder. It'd be have to go
That's so cool.
into here and see if it's a recent build or not. Fingers crossed it's something he made recently, and there'll be a bunch of work in progress photos, but it doesn't look like it.
Oh, Pat Labor fan.
Doesn't look like it's a recent build. You have to dig too deep to find that one, I guess. Oh, darn.
Oh, man.
It's either very old or he posts a lot. One of the two. There's a whole bunch of like, looks like cool stuff, photos from different events and things like that, which would be interesting to look through, but not what we're looking for at the moment.
Yeah.
This looks like something out of what's that game? SCP?
I don't even know.
People in the chat will know. What's I'm just trying to think. Jesta? No. It's not an Easy SR head. No, I'm pretty sure not. Not sure what that head is from on that. I recognize that though. Shoot. It's gonna bother me, but I'm sure I'll see it later. Be like, ah. All right, we got this guy here.
Huh.
Exactly. This is what it's the Queen Mentha 2 or whatever, something like that.
With the shoulder parts, you mean?
Just this mobile suit. It's an actual like canonical mobile suit.
Wow. I thought that was a lobster.
Yeah, or it's either like a Queen Mentha 2 or it's like a, you know how the like the Hainu and the, what is it, Nightingale?
Okay,
are like the alternate versions of the new and the Sazabe. I think that this might be like a similar situation. It's like an alternate version of the Queen Mentha, basically, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but
the legs are like that. Like the legs are like bug-like.
Yes, it's weird.
Interesting.
It's real funky. Yeah,
it's like very top-heavy.
Yeah, it's very bug-like for sure. But I mean, like it fits in. There's a lot of like in that Zeta and Double Zeta, like especially like some of like these like Neo Xeon designs. Like there's a lot of this weird stuff.
Huh, that's different.
But yeah, that's all scratch built. Then I love these. I do gotta say, I really like these vents here. Like just cut out. You have like this curved surface, but in these square cutouts. Vents, but it works really nicely.
Yeah, I like those like cables in the chest area too, like just the details underneath exactly around there.
Yeah, and these bug eyes in the chest.
Yeah.
Jeez,
man, that's a lot of work.
Yeah, that's crazy, because you can see like some stuff's probably just like completely scratch built, but a lot of it's just kit bashed parts.
Yeah.
Like these look like Star Wars parts. Was that Y-Wing fighter?
Oh, yeah.
Looks possibly like that or something like that. Like this part here for like the leg. That's like a arm or leg or something from some kit, and then just like extended and flat plated and puttied and all that.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Oh, there we go. Someone in the chat, Giovanni, said it's called the DijeH. Let me see. That's not giving us anything, unless I spelled that wrong. Oh, Dre. I spelled that, and it auto-corrected. Dre. There we go. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. There's a. Yeah, right. I totally forgot about this, but they came out with like a figure of this a few probably more than a few years ago. Here you go. A robot Damashi of it.
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
The DijeH, the G3.
How are you guys so smart? That's crazy. This seems like such an obscure. That's impressive, man.
I even remember reporting on this in an old episode of Gunpla News years ago when this was like announced and when it was coming out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah.
Like canonically, it's like it's in line with like the Queen Mantha, though, right? I mean, not sure just like the development history of the whole suit, but
yeah, it has totally Queen Mantha, Kshatriya, like vibes.
And speaking of that, actually, I think I saw here we've got a Queen Mantha right here.
Ooh, yes. I love Yamaneko's work. This is such a beautiful build.
It's pretty crazy. It reminds me of that Kshatriya that won the Zaku contest.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple years back, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah. This
one's
beautiful.
A lot more kind of like detailed and stuff,
and it's huge. Like this one is like bigger than a PG. It's like 1.5 times the size of a PG. It's crazy.
So impressive. What would the base kit be? I don't know. Like underneath everything, I'm assuming that it's probably like built on like a PG Gundam Mark II frame or something like that, but it kind of doesn't really even look like that. It's probably
honestly,
arms are probably legs.
Exactly. I feel like he just made his own frame. Like it wasn't even based on a frame. In fact, I think he used like shovel scoops to make part of the shoulder binders.
Oh, really?
It's like these like yellow shoulder scoops that he like puttied and sanded and cut apart. It's this thing is huge. Oh, I love this piece. Such a beautiful mech. And
like this looks like just like a MG Zaku 2.0. I think like knee
eye
joint or something like that.
Yeah.
Leg just like turned backwards there, like for the arms.
That's right. Yeah. That's pretty smart usage. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's beautiful.
I like the mix of like all the mechanical detail and everything, but then you do have like these on like the outer armor too, all like these really teeny little fine details on the outer armor panels.
Super fine panel lines. Yeah, exactly. This guy would like sculpt like putty. He would be one of those ones who would show like, oh, this is like putty, and then like, oh, I sanded it into a rectangle. It's like, oh, and then I scribed all these details on there, and then you're just like, what? Mind blowing.
Just make everything out of just only putty. Yeah. All right, Fortuna. These are, let's see. Obviously the Zeta has a kit, but this is like a different version of the Zeta design. It's like a refined Zeta or something like that.
Oh,
I think.
Neat.
But still kind of cool how like at first glance you're like, okay, Zeta Gundam, but then like, oh wait, that's different.
Yeah, totally.
So I really like that.
Shoulders, has like excess Gundam vibes too, like with the size of the shoulders.
Definitely more like just like Sentinel looking.
Yeah, Sentinel. Yeah.
I think it's like the length of the legs and everything too. Super leggy.
Yeah.
But this one's really cool too. Rebelwolf, I think it's called, from the AOZ reboot. This, I'm not sure if this is an actual build or it's just a 3D render. I guess it's an actual build.
That's clean, man.
It's kind of hard to tell, right?
Yeah. Look at the heels on that thing. That's beautiful.
I've seen that somebody made an actual like 3D print version of this as well. I would love to get my hands on. It'd be super cool. It's an awesome design.
Oh, this is beautiful. Man, people are amazing.
Love the antenna too. It's like an antenna on antenna.
Yeah. That's really long, actually. Now that you point that out.
I'm sure I would be snapping that thing off.
Yeah. That's beautiful, though. I love that that aesthetic choice.
This one's cool. We got a wound wart with like Barzam
bottom
legs and these huge cannon blade arms.
Wow.
This one too, I'm pretty sure is canon in the reboot. If you like, because they have like those illustrations you'll see that are published that just have like all these variations there.
It's like these 3 suits combine into like this one suit and then combines into another. Yeah.
There'll be like one little variation sketch that's like there in the background. People will like zoom in and just like make that.
Yeah. Or like it'd be like an antagonistic suit just in the background, right? And they would make that. I love that.
So
that's so nice.
Yeah. AOZ is like a whole other world there.
Yes.
This one's based on the what's the Dreadnought? So I don't know if this is like, I don't know, like in universe, if what canon design this is, if there's like a Dreadnought 2 Gundam or something like that. I don't know, but
I don't know.
Pretty sure. Dreadnought Gundam, this one. It's one of those ones that like, it's a cool Gundam design. Like every time I see the box art, I'm like, oh, yeah, I like it. But then like, it's one of those that like the actual kit is
derpy.
It would take a lot of work to get it to actually look good because the actual proportions and details like on the kit itself are like not good. But
wow, that guy did a really good job.
I mean, for the most part, I mean, like you just need to like work on the legs, like the main thing, just for how like stocky those legs are.
But even the head is so big on the Dreadnought.
The worst Gunpla I've ever reviewed. Yeah. Without having built it myself, I mean, it's hard to imagine it's that bad. But anyway, one that I'm sure would take a lot of work to get it looking even this good.
That's impressive, man. Not clean.
Nice colors too. I like just like the crisp, bright colors on it. It's nice.
That orange is really nice. That was used. Yeah, that's so cool.
It's a good one. Here we go. From Gakuya-san.
MSV stuff.
Yes. It's just based off the old, or, well, let's see here. Desert Dom, but it's a modified MG, it looks like.
Cool.
Because I think that's like I recognize the knee and like thigh parts, so it looks like it's like built on the MG maybe. Because I'm pretty sure there is an old 1/100 scale kit of that. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's like there's been times when I thought like, oh yeah, you just like modified the old kit parts to fit onto the new kit, but then like I look at the work in progress and it's all just scratch built. Could have gone the hard route or the extremely hard route.
Yeah, exactly. They gotta flex somehow. That's a big flex.
Looks nice.
I like how they painted the inside of the underside of the shoulder armor red. That's kind of
the underside of the waist skirt armor too.
Oh yeah,
it's very dumb.
Yeah, huh. That's cool. That's really cool.
And like little design features like this little rectangle right here.
Yeah, I like that.
Really nice.
Yeah,
just adds so much more interest.
Exactly.
To this little bend here rather than just having the diagonal line there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Here you go. Here's a real funny one.
This
one also is an actual canon design. I have completely forget what the name of it is, but this one someone might know.
In the Gundam world?
Yeah.
No way.
It's from Crossbone or something like that. I think it's either Crossbone or like F90 or something.
Hence like the peg leg.
And
the asymmetry. Wow, it's like all asymmetrical. Like the entire suit is asymmetrical, except for like the front flaps.
Maybe that's about it. Yeah, just like this skirt section right here. That's all.
Yeah. Wow, that's neat.
Let's see.
I like the little smiley face. I don't know if that's part of it.
Let's see. It's all just different versions of the Crossbone Gundam with the peg leg, but I know there is an actual mobile suit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it, or it might. Let's see. Yeah, no, that's not it.
Gump? Someone says
Gump. Yeah, that's right. Gump. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Rundas.
That's so cool.
Let's see. There you go.
That name seems very fitting for that for some reason. Oh, what?
So like it's a little different.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's any other different version of it, but like that's basically that, right?
So it's basically like pieced together, but he just painted it one unified color.
Yeah. Which I mean,
yeah.
Either way, it's going to look like just a mishmash of stuff, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't exactly make it look like it's more of like a cohesive design. I mean, it still looks like a mess, but it's cool.
It's cool, yeah.
It looks like it almost reminds me of something more like a Kondo variation version.
Yeah.
Sort of reminds me of like the Kondo like version you would see of like the Zeta Gundam or the Sazabi or something like that.
Yeah, I can see that. That's cool.
With like the antennas and the piping bits.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I love that smiley face though. That.
Such a nice like little like wink and a nod kind of thing. You know?
I just love that.
Like completely serious, but you know that's added there just for like
exactly
a little chuckle.
Yeah.
Just some artwork here of the Nero, but yeah, still holding out hope we might see an actual kit someday.
That would be so cool. I love that design.
Watch it come out to be though
that
we will finally get a model kit of it, but it'll be like an SDCS kit or something.
Oh man,
it's like another one that's on my most wanted list is the Cascade.
Oh yes, they made the figure SD. Right?
There's a G frame. Yeah, there is a G frame of it that's in like regular, like normal proportions. But then there's the SD cross silhouette one too. That's another mobile suit that I would love to have like a proper kit of, but
yeah.
Shame.
Yeah, I know. Nero's such a cool design. I love the Nero design.
Yeah. Plus, like considering how like Sentinels generally, pretty popular. Like we got the Sentinel version of the FAS. We got that Verkau kit not too long ago.
Yeah.
And we've had like a 1.5 version of the XS.
Yes.
They just released that P Bandai master grade version of the Zeta Plus, the Sentinel version.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fairly recently was released. So we get Gundam Sentinel stuff now and then.
Yep. And the D
Striker. A lot more.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Like a lot more than other series like Gundam X, which is like a main series. Gundam Sentinel is just like a light novel.
It's a side, exactly. Yeah.
That's Speaking of, here you
go. Ooh, yes.
This one.
Yes.
So like this is I forget the version of this, but because it's got like the Zeta sort of backpack on it, but like
wing
inverted
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like the wing parts there on it.
Yeah.
And the cannon is different.
I
think this whole like front section's all different. on that, but this one's super cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I would have liked it a little bit more if maybe he painted the cannon a slightly darker color.
You think so?
Or like some separation. But then, yeah. I liked it though, but yeah.
I don't know. Did you see the last week? I was doing a episode like this of for Gunpla critique, and we were looking at one of the builds, and I was talking about how I felt about painting the weapon in the same color as the mobile suit, and like sometimes I think it works and sometimes not.
I saw half of the critique. I didn't see the full thing.
What are your thoughts on that, though? I mean, because basically what it came down to for me is that usually, like most of the time, I don't, and I wouldn't paint the weapon in the same color as the mobile suit, because it kind of seems like the mobile suit's armor is like for that mobile suit, and the weapon's kind of like a separate thing.
Yeah.
But like it would make sense, I feel like, for like an ace suit or something like this. This is like one of those where like the weapon's kind of like part of the suit, right? Almost.
I guess one big thing too is if the weapon, like in the transformation, if the weapon attaches onto the suit, like so it's like a plane, I guess, right? Then that would make sense, I guess, right? Yeah. I guess maybe I'm just kind of more used to the weapon being a different color. Just like similar to like painting a backpack the same color as the suit itself as well too. Like typically I like the backpack to be a slightly different shade or something, right? But yeah, I don't know, it's hard to say. I feel like this one here is just has that G3 kind of look, right? Where it's just very like subdued. So it might look a little bit like there's not already that many colors, right? And so yeah. I think I don't know, it's hard to say.
I like it. Would I like it more or less if the cannon wasn't like the same color as the backpack, or just like a different gray color or something like that, for example? I mean, I don't know, hard to say. I think I would just still like it either way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Regardless, it's nicely done. Like I wouldn't say it's like really off-putting, right? Yeah, especially if it is a transformable suit too, right? Like into the plane mode. I guess it would make sense too, right? That it would be the same color.
And you have like the other ones that come to mind though for like the transforming mobile suits, like the Zeta Gundam, the rifles, it's just like a different color. It's like black. It matches the backpack, I guess, usually, right? Yeah. It's usually black. Like the Delta Plus, it's like just gray, the color of the frame, basically.
Yeah.
Most of the time, for like most kits, if you're just going like on like what you get, just like straight out the box, it's usually like the rifle is usually like the same color as the frame.
I guess one thing that might be throwing me off too is because the background's also gray. So everything just looks really gray here, right? To me. But if it was like shot on a white background, it'd probably be different too, right? Or like a black background or something. But I mean, that's just
it'd be cool to see this in a black background to give it that like in space look.
For sure. That's cool.
And then this guy, is this the HG or the RE? I think it's the HG. I believe, I think so.
It's like a DijeH or
a variation of the DijeH.
That's cool.
Got like these very different, instead of the curved shoulders, it's got these big blocky shoulders. That's really cool. And the more blocky head too. I think it's like the DijeH. There's like a different variations of it that have the head that's more like that.
That's cool.
And then is that what's the backpack? Like tall, like these tall parts almost made me think that it's like the Shazram DS backpack parts, which is what like the Char's DijeH has the Shazram DS long backpack parts on it, but this is like they're long at the top, but they're not coming down at the bottom like that, like this one. Here's my video.
Nice.
But yeah, it's like that.
Yes,
those parts
I've seen those before.
It's not that, but similar, like at the top,
unless you just cut off the bottom part,
maybe. Yeah. And then I love the fact that it's just got this like super plain Jane like gym shield.
That's so true.
Pretty cool.
That's neat.
But in like the colors of there is that gym kit that's in these same colors. I forget the color scheme, but it's like a particular faction like color scheme. Being Amuro's DijeH rather than Char's DijeH.
Right.
It's like the new Amuro. Even that one's different though too.
Oh, it's kind of like the Zeta.
What's this one? Mom, can we have new Gundam at home? Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is based off of like this new Gobu design artwork.
Interesting.
That was for Moon Gundam, I believe. This one.
Oh. Modified Rick DijeH.
Oh, okay, right. So yeah, he just basically made that. But I gotta say, I like his actual build a lot more than that artwork.
Yeah, I know. I like the proportions of his build a lot more.
Not a fan. I'm just not a fan of Gobu's artwork style like this. But they always look better in like kits.
Yeah, the legs look
like
a little
he did
weird.
all the artwork for like Moon Gundam and also like I think IBO. I think right. If I'm correct about that, but yeah, looks a lot better with the kit. It's a good looking kit. It's another one like we were talking about at the beginning about the HG Bolonok Shaman Bolonok Saman kit. This is another one like the DijeH. I don't really particularly like the design of the DijeH that much, but the kit is really nice. I like working on the kit. Obviously, like I made that custom build.
Was it the RE that you made?
Was that the RE the Amuro one or the Char's one?
The Char's one that you painted.
No, it's with the HG. So this is 144 scale. Because the backpack parts, like the shields on the side are just from like the Gyaradoga. So you could use the Master Grade Gyaradoga shields. But those backpack parts don't exist in 100 scale. So you'd have to like scratch build or something like that. So it's just HG 144 scale because all those parts exist. I just had to put them together basically.
That's cool. Hey, nice work on that, man.
Thank you.
I like the colors.
Thanks.
I like the colors.
I did some of that. It's kind of hard to tell from this one like thumbnail, but it did some of that like Naoki style, like super subtle, like dry brushing,
chipping and dry brushing. Yeah.
Just a little.
Love that style. Love that style.
All right. This one's cool. I like this one a lot. And again, I know this is a Canon design, but I would have no idea what it's called. I can't remember, but I like this build a lot. It's really cool.
I've never seen this. It's like quad arm. That's cool.
And it's like sort of based on like the Red Warrior.
Yes. Yeah.
Kind of, right?
The head is very similar.
So let's see. So this is by.
This is actually like a Canon design. Like.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Cool.
Pretty certain. Here you can see.
Oh, nice.
There with the Gundam. Oh, here we go. Here's some more photos. Well, this is a different one, but it's other kind of custom build.
Yeah.
Of the Perfect Gundam, I think is what it was actually called, like originally. This one here. Or cool. Perfect Gundam Mark II. That's kind of cool. Just again, like took this like obscure line art and made a kit of it.
That's impressive, man.
Yeah.
That's so impressive.
That's cool.
I like that S on the front.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the S with like the 3 lines you make like in elementary school.
Yeah. Exactly. The Superman S, Or like the Super S or whatever. Not the Superman S,
Let's see if he's got some more on the other one though. Oh, there you can see it. Oh, you know where I think I might recognize that from? Because I've got this here. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. Here, let me remove that for a second. Got this. So these were a thing years ago, and I would love to find some more of these because they're super cool. But it's a candy toy, little minifigure. And so they're all based on like different Kotoki designs. I think they only had ever one volume of them, but there's some different ones that you can get.
Oh,
and
nice.
There you can see it right there.
That's so cool.
That's the one here. The one that I got in here, unfortunately, is like one of the least cool ones.
Where did you even find that?
At like a toy store in Korea. They had like one left, and I picked it up.
They have that skeleton Zaku.
Yeah, the Dokuro Zaku's in
here
Dokuro
too, Zaku. Yeah. That's that so cool.
The one that I got is this one right here. This mobile suit that I don't even know like what it is or what it's from. One right next to the perfect gun, or the full armor Gundam, I should say.
Full armor, yeah.
Next to the full armor. The career suit, it's called. Yeah, I don't know. So it's like in a couple of pieces right now, but like it's like really, really high quality. It's like Pentaline and everything. I'm not sure how well you're gonna be able to see, but like here's one part of it.
Wow.
Really high quality, a little like figures for like a little candy toy.
That's impressive.
So I would love to have been able to actually find any more of these because there's some other really cool ones in the set. But that's where I've definitely seen this one. So it's called, well, that helps because now I can find the name of it. It has the name on here of the Bloody Mary.
It's called Bloody Mary. Wow.
Yeah. So it looks like, actually looking at this image now here, because it's got the full armor Gundam on there,
right?
You can tell these are all like different Kotoki designs there, essentially, basically, right? So that's what that is. So this is what the let's see if that works. Oh my god. I've seen this before, which I think that's actually like canon too, like in the manga or something like that. It has this head or something. It's weird, but yeah, here's actually, this is the art for this minifigure right there.
Wow.
From the minifig line. So if any of you guys watching, if you got a hookup on some more of these minifigs,
that's cool.
Let me know.
That's a really cool design.
Cool. That'd be another one that'd be great to have an actual kit of.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal with that is. Oh, maybe this. Oh, yeah. Okay, right. Yeah. This is that figure. There was a secret version because this is like back when Bandai. I don't know why they don't do this anymore, but they used on like the candy toys. There used to be secret versions you could find.
Huh.
And it'd be sort of like Pokemon cards or whatever. You know, if you pull like a secret rare or whatever. They used to have these for converge figures, so like basically they'd just be like recolored. So instead of like a standard Zaku, it'd be like Char's Zaku. It'd just be a different color differently.
Interesting.
But yeah, so this was, now I remember, yeah, this was a secret rare version of that you could get in that minifigure series. It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's a thing of nightmares.
I don't know why you'd want it, even from like $13. I mean, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. I would still want that original head.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm good on that, but anyway. So that solves that. That's cool. There's some more different photos of it though. That's pretty awesome though.
Yeah, that's a great build.
Here we go.
Huh. Bloody Mary.
Love that just like the paint color too. Like it's hard to tell if it's metallic or not. Looking at it kind of like almost looks like it's very slightly metallic maroon.
Yeah. It's like a satin, like satin finish to it almost.
That, and because it's panalined in purple.
Oh.
Also gives it a kind of different look to it.
Yeah.
The red parts anyway. So you use like a dark brown on the white and like purple on the red.
Wow.
That's the color of the power of colored panel lining.
Panel lining.
Don't sleep on the different colors. You know, everybody just goes to black all the time, but
that's very true.
Don't sleep on the colors. All right. What's this one, Ryan? Let us know.
Reactive armor easy 8.
I don't think so.
Is it some obscure name?
No. It's the Gin and Juice Gundam.
Is it? No.
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 We had Bloody Mary, so I don't know. I was just thinking, what are some of the cocktails we can name our mobile suits after? This is probably from, like, honestly, though, if this is a canon design, it's probably from a game or something, I would imagine. It's probably from some game. But pretty cool how it's like the machine guns here built into the shield.
Oh, cool.
Just 2 of the ground-type machine guns.
Yeah.
It's the ground-type missile pod.
That's cool.
That's like gun,
that's like the response to the Zaku's like shield punch spikes. Like
machine gun shield.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, it's got like this armor is all like the Jim Striker, right? It's Jim Striker type armor, which I mean, like, honestly, for like a lot of this, like some of these parts would be like a bit more complicated, but for the most part, I mean, like, it's just like cut a block of plot plate and just like bevel the edges and like stick it on there essentially. I mean, like, pretty straightforward to add like this type of like custom like armor plating on there in the style of like the Jim Striker. That's a cool idea. And then I mean, you're just scribing on it. How would you scribe
all the beveled edges?
How would you scribe these
I would
lines
probably do like a thin plate, drill 2 holes, scribe in between, and then glue that over top of like a thicker plot plate piece.
Ooh, bro.
Yeah.
That's big brain style.
It's okay la. I've done it before. That's why. But still takes a lot of work though, but
yeah. You know, like that's exactly, actually I should do a video on that, because like I did a video the other day about like a couple of different like little scribing
thing that you made,
little tips. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. I liked it. That was great.
Thank you. Just like simple things like that, but like that's the kind of thing that like you just come across on Twitter.
Yes.
And like it's just like a simple, it's like so like simply obvious, but like unless you see it, you wouldn't think of it. I don't know.
Totally.
So that kind of thing like is really super useful like content, I feel like, because like the only reason I never would have come up with that myself, I saw somebody do it on Twitter. So it's like, oh yeah. That makes sense.
And sometimes it's cool just seeing it and then just thinking of like how you might approach it too, right? And
yeah, I mean, like it's just I mean, like it's like a skill. It's not like you're gonna do like that exact same like for this. I wouldn't be thinking, okay, like now I can make shoulder armor panels to go on a ground Gundam, but it's just like now you just have that skill in your arsenal that you can use for, you know, it might work for something else, for some other different model, for something.
Totally, exactly. That's the fun.
Yeah. When I asked you, what I expected you were going to say is just drill 2 circles and describe a line in between. So I didn't even think about having it as a separate plate on the top of there. See, so you even out big brained me there. Or
no. Oh,
your brain went even bigger than I expected.
I thought that would have worked too. That would have worked too.
I mean, but no, the good point about what you said is that then you don't have to worry about the depth at all. The depth is uniform.
Exactly.
Because if you did it like what I was thinking, if you drill 2 holes and then scribe in there, you got to worry about the holes, and your scribing depth all has to match to be like an even line like that. But
right.
if it's a separate plate, then
Yeah.
Golden. See,
Oh.
that's why you're going to Japan later this
No,
month.
whatever. No, I was just gonna say there's multiple ways to skin a cat, right? Like that saying goes,
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure.
So that's
That's
the interesting thing. Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, like I'm saying, that's the more of these tricks and skills that
Yeah,
you're aware of, that you know of, kind of you
exactly.
can figure out which way works best for what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that
Exactly.
this person has that Bandai shark model in their profile picture.
Nice. Deep Town goes with his name.
This is another one that looks like it's something like from that same like series of Kotoki minifigures that we were just looking
Yeah,
at.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Looks very similar to that.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is though.
Neither do I.
Zamel, here we go.
Wow. That's cool.
From Jody John.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I would love a kit of that too someday.
Yeah. Did he did he scratch a lot of this or?
I would guess so. I mean,
so cool.
I don't know. Like if I were gonna make one and was thinking about like what to use for like a base kit, I mean, I think probably the O would make sense because it's got like the big chunky legs.
Yeah.
But I mean, even that, it doesn't look like it. It's probably just all scratch built because I mean, I don't know. Some parts might be based off something else, like the elbow joints, but I mean, like, so heavily modified.
Yeah, that's so cool. I just remember when I was working on my Zaku's Way years ago, I'd see people literally just like, I'd see like finished models like this, and I'd be like, wow, where did they get this? Like, is it a resin? And then, nope, I look at the work in progress, it is all scratched. And I'm like, wow. Like, everything from like the entire frame to like the outer armor. And I'm just like blown away, right? So I don't know. I always have to ask myself that now when I look at things like this, where, yeah, it's just impressive. So impressive. Yeah.
See what Chris is talking about. Chris, are you talking about this? There's one. He said there's a 100 scale resin kit. And plastic kit.
Oh, interesting.
I guess there is. Wasn't there that plastic kit? I think it was from like that same company that made that plastic kit of the Zaku tank. It was like a 1/100 scale Zaku tank model. Oh yeah, Motor King, right? That was it.
Oh, interesting.
This one.
They made a Zemo?
Maybe. I think that's what Chris is referring to. Is that right? I think it is. Yeah. Yeah. Like the 100 scale question mark. So yeah, I think I do remember this coming out now. I wasn't keen on the design. I mean, it's like a bootleg for one, which like is fine. Yeah, here's the different Motor King stuff. So like, see, they made that Astray bus too. That was like a super popular kit when that came out. And they made the Zaku tank and the Zamel, which I would imagine that's not 1/100 scale, because if that Zaku tank is 1/100 scale, then the Zamel would need to be like much
way
bigger. Than that. But, I wasn't keen on the design, but it is a plastic kit. I mean, like, and then I do know that there's like multiple different resin kits that exist of it out there in different scales. But I mean, yeah, technically, so there is like a plastic kit. I don't think it looks very good, but that's for you to decide. Hopefully Bandai will make one. But like the thing is that like for that plastic kit and like every other resin kit and even this one, usually when you see like any other actual like physical build of the Zamel, it's like not exactly like anime accurate. They're always like a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like if Bandai were ever to make one, it'd be like the actual like anime accurate version of that, which would be interesting. Because this, I mean, it's very different. You know, like you can still tell like what it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
But it's definitely different. All right, here's another double Zeta themed based build. Oof, some rough painting on there. But that's wild. This reminds me of like something like that you might see like in a magazine from 1981 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of has that vibe to it or something.
Yeah, the colors kind of look like that too. Yeah. And that chest is really wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this is not built using like an 80s kit. It looks like it might be. Just like a mass production version of the Double Zeta. All right. What is this? I don't know. Something from F91. There we go. I love the radiator fins here in the chest, though. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's different. Yeah, I haven't seen that often.
Oh yeah, Eternals in the chat there said mass production Double Zeta. Yeah.
Oh.
The Jim head obviously kind of gave it that mass production vibe, right? But yeah. F92. It's like it's cool to see like these like bread clip style like radiator fins, which you normally see like on the backpack or shoulders or something like that, like the back of the legs. Usually not like front and center there on the chest, right?
Exactly.
This one's a little bit different looking from like, you know what I'm talking about though, right?
Yeah.
The style detail.
Yeah.
It's just like I said, bread clips, but like people will use that, but or just different like offset, like stacked plot plate.
Yeah.
But yeah, you usually don't really see that in the chest. So.
That's right. Yeah. I'd see it a lot of like in the crotch or in the shoulder areas.
Yeah, like it's like for like event detail. A lot of times, I mean, like obviously most Gundams have chest vents, so it makes sense. But like this one's quite different, also just because they're vertical instead of kind of like normal position. But
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
you hate to see the injection. What are they? Injection pin.
Yeah. Moldings, pin moldings
on the clear parts.
Yeah.
But what can you do?
Cast it yourself.
Don't be ridiculous. Here's the more Advanced Zeta, or it's Advanced Zeta reboot.
Oh, interesting! Wow.
Aquatic mobile suits. What's the name of it? Anyway,
I don't know.
Something like that. It's kind of similar to like the Hygog, but it has these big things.
Like missile pods.
Cool kit bashing on that. I want to see this guy here. So this one's from AA Craft.
Is that like the Kondo style? Like
yeah, we were talking about Kondo stuff before. This one's definitely based on the Kondo Gyaradoga, I guess.
Gyaradoga. Wow, this is really nice. Wow.
Checks all the boxes. Got the huge skirt armor.
Yeah.
Huge shoulder armor.
Yeah.
Camouflage. Random details. Nice.
I love the hands on this too. It's like kind of, you know, like this big bulky suit with these really cool, like fine, thin hands, right? I love that. This is nice.
It's got the Norelco shaver over here.
I can't unsee that now. Oh man.
If he's got some 5 o'clock shadow, you can just whip it off his utility belt there.
Or just put your head up to it.
shave it up a little bit. So there's some nice Zimmerit on there too.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Quite tasteful.
Yes. Oh man, that's so nice. Like it's such great like just there's a lot of like space, and like I just like all those little bits of details that he added to break up all those wide surface panels, right? Those little rivets and like those little hooks. So tastefully done. Yeah, that LED is a nice touch.
Like antennas.
Exactly. It's like a Matt K kind of
addition. Yeah, for sure. That's so cool. With the paint style as well. I mean, it's definitely has that kind of vibe to it. It's basically where you're taking a lot of aesthetics from like armor, like tank modeling, and applying to like a science fiction, like a science fiction model kit. Yeah, which is very machine
That's so beautiful. I love that. That's
what? Is that all? Really?
No.
Okay. I don't know if that's ever happened before that we've gotten to the. Oh no, it's not. Okay. I was gonna say we've never gotten to the end of posts on a hashtag before. I don't think. And this
Zach,
is
have you ever built a piece that doesn't have a kit?
Have I?
Yeah.
Oh well, that Char's DijeH.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So
never mind.
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
That's cool. Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably been other ones too. I mean, like, because like we've seen with some of these, like some of these are like actual like canonical designs, and then some aren't. Right. So I mean, like I've built like different like custom builds and variants too that I mean like are not anything that are canonical. So I mean like that would fall into that too.
That's cool.
So like I don't know, there's like one that comes to mind. What was that? The build strike. What was that? This one, yeah, Testament build strike.
Oh,
this one that I made, like for example, something like this. I mean, would work with this hashtag. I feel like because like there's not a kit of this, but you know.
Huh.
So like, I've made a lot of builds, you know, along these lines, right? That would work for this hashtag. I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
But you too, right? I mean, like your Astray would work because it's not like it's not the same, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
It's modified.
Yeah. It's true.
So.
Yeah.
Or like this, where it's just scaled up.
Oh, that's so
like
cool.
An actual 1/100 scaled dendrobium.
That's so crazy. What? Wait, is that like 3D printed or?
I don't know.
Oh man. Or just like through
you
the
would
mastery
hope so.
and patience of like a lifetime.
I don't know. You would hope so. It might be. I don't know. I would hope it's 3D printed because god dang.
That's crazy if it was just all plot plate.
Because even the 144 is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big,
this would like
big.
Take up an entire living room.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy big.
That's beautiful.
Because that's the MG GPO3.
Yeah.
So yeah. I take it that that's not finished yet. But this one, I think like there is an actual kit of this, but I'm just guessing that he made this before the kit released or something.
Dang.
Because it looks, you can tell it's not the Bandai kit. It looks very different.
Dang. Then he might have actually scratch built it because like I don't think 3D printing technology back then was this good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how far back this was made, or I mean, it's possible that he could have made this, you know, like last year.
Yeah.
Even though there was the Bandai kit, he just wanted to make one himself and everything. It's possible, but I'm not sure. But either way, yeah, I mean, it does look like it's pretty much all scratch built.
Yeah.
And this too.
Don't tell me. Oh, that'll be crazy. No, like what?
Yeah, it's got to be. So this is all just scratch built.
That's crazy.
Pretty sure.
I guess using the actual HG, like,
maybe it's using the HG Psycho Gundam, yeah, as a base, but at the very least, it's modified a lot.
Yeah. The big arms is 3.0.
Wild stuff.
Yeah.
This one I've seen before. This is another it's based on. Oh yeah, this one's like based on also from the Moon Gundam. There's a Moon Gundam variation of that. This build is based off of. I forget what the name of it. It's like Moon Gundam mobile suits.
Wow, that's awesome. Chris said that it's all scratch built. Wow.
The big arm is 3D printed. The Hazelblade 2 is MG scale. Okay. So yeah, it's not that old. So the HG existed, but he just made it in a larger scale. Gotcha.
Yeah. Dang, that's talent, man.
Oh, it's like a G bull, I think it is. Now that I might be wrong about that, but we'll see. Yeah, this guy. Yeah. There you go.
How do you know these things, man? That's
bulgy.
Crazy.
That's what it is.
Bulgy. He's bulgy. I was just about to comment on his legs. I like his bulgy legs.
Yeah. It is very bulgy, that's cool. For sure.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
See, it's another example of where I feel like probably the original art I would have looked at and been like, but I'm sure the kit would look dope.
Yeah.
Here's some of the artwork here of this guy. I don't know what, but it's nice looking art though. Nice illust. I like when people do their illustrations and even add the caution marking like decals on the illustration.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice touch.
Ooh, here we go.
Oh, that's neat.
A little SD rehighs.
Wow.
That's crazy.
How?
I don't know. It looks like it's using parts from like the HG Wound War, like these arms. I'm sure those are like HG Wound War arms that are like just like cut down. So this probably isn't as small as like a normal SD. It's probably just like SD proportions, but it's like actually like a little bit larger, would be my guess. But still, like
that looks so nice. Wow.
Pretty crazy. There is actually a resin kit of that. I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
I think
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. And the V-highs, I love the V-fin on the V-highs too. Yeah. It's really cool.
Well, there's a resin kit of like here it is, of like the full kit, and there's like an SD one too. Here it looks like that. Yeah, Model Bingo, right? Yeah.
Is that a plastic model?
No, Model Bingo.
You built one from them using the Lego.
I did, yeah. The God Gundam, I think, was
God Gundam. Bingo, yeah. That was a nice build, man. Using Lego. Dude, Lego.
Yeah, right, using the Lego parts in it. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Very unique build.
Yeah, that was a nice one.
I might have this kit actually. I don't even remember, but I'd have to look at home. I might have that because I think I remember ordering that when it was like.
Zach, I think it's time for you to build it then.
I just actually, I actually brought from my resin stash at home where I have tons of resin kits. I actually brought a few here to the office in hopes to actually like build a couple maybe in the near future, but not that one.
Right.
A couple of like really simple kits where I'm thinking like they're kits that I can hopefully knock out like pretty simply, like just the ones that I can like hand paint.
Right.
Not have to worry about like magnetizing everything or anything like that.
Right. Yeah.
Crazy. But
yeah, I really like that Model Bingo God Gundam. That was a nice one. That looks so good. Yeah.
It was a lot of work, but it's nice.
Or did you sell it to someone? Or?
Yeah, I sold that. I was like commissioned. Yeah.
Right.
Because I don't remember the exact circumstances, but I think like the person bought it and just sent it to me. And like I just, obviously built it, painted it, whatever, and then sent it back.
Yeah.
That's a cool like SD flag custom build there too.
Yeah, I like that.
Oof. Here you go.
Oh, this one. I love
from so Chemistry. Yeah. This is such a cool design.
Yeah. That's so nice. Oh man, I would love a model kit of this.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we got this one here. Crazy. See, that's the only thing. Like with some of the like the more large like AOZ designs, the problem is like that they're so difficult to support because you see how this is using like like 4 or 5 like action base connections, like connection arms just to hold up everything. Like that's the trouble with a lot of these designs.
Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly. Like the designs are great, but then the actual practicality of the models becomes really hard to support. Oh man, that's so beautiful.
Here's another one too. See, now this is what people need to do is give us the source material along with this so we can know.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this is from, but I have seen this before. I know. That's pretty wild. I can't say I'm a fan of like this aesthetic here on the model kit.
It looks pretty different from the art, I'd have to say.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell that it's like inspired by that. Yeah. Freaking Doven Wolf. The resin kit looks great. Yeah. But yeah, I forget what that's from. But it's cool that like they used like that that
fiber optics
kids toy like fiber optic thing. It just looks like it's like 4 of those things that you would get from like dollar store or whatever, kind of like kids thing. That's like well used for this.
Those are the exact same things I use that for my my GVWC entry. Those little like filament things to support the particle effects. That's exactly the same thing. They work great. Yeah. It's really cool. It's really cool. Yeah.
All right, I think we'll probably look at just a couple more here and we'll wrap up for today. But this one's what, based on the Arc?
Or is that some
Gundam? But that's really cool. That's like one of my favorite HG 00 kits.
That's cool.
This one?
Yes.
That guy?
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
This is cool, like in that color scheme. It's really nice.
Yeah. I like that.
Because it's like pretty like a
wow, I love that. That purple. Oh man, that's so nice.
It's like a pretty like weird and kind of cartoony design just because it's got like all these just like weird aspects.
Yeah, like the long forearms,
everything like that. Yeah. But like in this really kind of very utilitarian color scheme, it like changes it a lot.
That's very tasteful. Even like that white strip with the decal placement on the back, that looks so good. Yeah,
it's kind of like with the Delta Plus. That's like what I like so much about the Delta Plus is that it takes like instead of like being in like gaudy gold like the Delta Gundam, it just makes it look like a kind of like real world.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mecha, and then like especially when it's transformed, that's why like the transformed Delta Plus like one of my favorite like, transformed kits too, because it looks like an actual airplane basically.
So I really like that color scheme. Wow.
We got some nice art. This is that one. I can't tell which finger that's supposed to be.
I was just going to say, is he giving you the finger? But he's like, come over here.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. But I think this is that D line or whatever, that mobile suit. That's it. The P Bandai kit was just announced a month or 2 ago.
Oh, interesting.
We're getting an actual HG model kit of that pretty soon, actually.
Oh, cool. So it's like a Mark II variant?
I don't know about the Is it? No, it's just D Gundam or something like that.
D Gundam, okay.
Yeah, this one. D Gundam first. There you go. I'm not sure about like the lineage of the actual Gundam.
Right.
What it's
That
from
looks
or whatever.
Cool.
It is pretty wild looking.
Wow. That's different. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's different.
SD pixel art of that. The juggler. That's another one. I remember like.
Are those the balls? Like
yeah.
2 balls. Oh, that's neat.
So it was like 10 years ago or so, like a long time ago, 10, 15 years ago almost, maybe. Like I would see custom builds, not like every day, but like every now and then I would see custom builds of this. And I feel like I haven't seen anybody make custom builds like of this mobile suit in a long time. But like you would see people doing it. It must have been like that's when the mobile suit like first it's from a game or something like that, maybe.
I see. Yeah.
And maybe that's when it came out.
Yeah.
Like the God Gundam, but it's like a little slightly different. I don't know what like this is over here.
Yeah. Is he pointing a yeah? Oh, you know.
And that thing, whatever it is, like a Mark. What's it? The Mark 4?
4?
Or like some weird version of that or something. The Mark 4 has that weird kind of head like that.
Yeah, with that super elongated chin. Pointy.
Oh no! What's with the face? Why is his face like that? Oh, it's just it looked like it was like drooping like straight down,
like an elephant. Weird.
Yeah, I don't know, because of the
like
rifle,
Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, it's like obscuring the angle of the photo. It looks really weird. But this is the cool thing about this. I mean, like there's obviously an HG kit of this, but this is an MG modified.
Oh, that's cool.
To make this, so you can tell like looking at the hands. That's the MG hands there.
I thought his snout was like poking into the rifle to give it extra firepower or something.
It looked like it was just like going because you know there's that Kukuru's Doan's Island.
Yeah. One that's extra elongated. Down. Yeah.
It looked like that sort of, but I love the. It would be really cool to get an actual like MG model kit of the Zaku sniper. It would be awesome.
Yeah.
It's a really cool design. Really great HG kit, but. Yeah, this would be cool. So that's got a scratch belt then too.
That's really nice. Yeah. Oh, that's great. That's beautiful.
And in particular, the Kirk's version that has all the hooks there on the shoulder, it's like slightly different version. It's got like the hooks on the chest there, and then these bits on the shoulder.
Cool.
From the unicorn version. It's very slightly different. All right, man. What did you think?
That was cool. Yes, I love the Doven Wolf. That was my favorite.
Yeah. Pretty much. There was a lot of AOZ stuff, but I think it's just because there's so many different like obscure and different AOZ variations and things like that, which are like not easy to make because what we saw like from what people were making, like it's a lot of quite difficult builds, but like there is a lot of stuff that would be fairly simple to make by just combining existing parts that we already have.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's a lot of those that you could make without too much effort.
Yeah. No, that's so true. That's so true. Yeah. It was great. I love it, man. That was such a great hashtag. Yeah, what a creative hashtag. Oh,
you gotta find them on there. Like I said, on my phone, I've got just like I've got a bunch saved up, so I was like looking through ones for today.
I love how it's a surprise for me because it's always like, ooh, what are we in for today? So that was a great treat. I love that.
A little behind the scenes for you guys there. Yeah, I don't tell Ryan what the hashtag's gonna be before we come on.
So it's like my initial real reactions.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff. I mean, like some of these builds like maybe I've seen like before, but for the most part, I mean, like still it's interesting to see, like even though like a lot of these builders I follow, so maybe some of these builds I've seen, but a lot of the stuff I've even like not seen before too. So it's a lot of cool new stuff. And then too, like maybe when I've seen it before, it's the kind of thing that when you're normally just like scrolling through, you'd be like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Not like really taking the time to like spend, you know,
yes,
a couple of minutes, even like just like looking at it like really closely.
Yeah.
Usually it's just like, oh, cool.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's nice, like, because I find sometimes we notice different things too, right? Or different things pop up kind of thing. So it's fun, like just throwing it back and forth too. And you a whole new appreciation for it, right? So yeah, man, so many amazing builders out there.
It is. But anyway, you're going to Japan when? 2 weeks?
Yes. So we're actually leaving. So the competition on the 22nd, right? But we're actually leaving a week. Well, next weekend actually. So this is our last weekend here, and then so we're gonna head out 1 week before. Man, so excited to like meet everyone and to see everyone's builds. Oh, it's gonna be so great. Yeah. I'll try to report back about everything I see and do there.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, next time we chat, at least on here anyway.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that.
Yeah. That'll be great.
Maybe we'll just get on and just do like a interview. You can prepare a bunch of photos and stuff for us.
Yeah, sure. I would love that.
BBWC.
So. Yeah, I'll try to take photos of all the entries and stuff, and that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah. Right. Just talk about my experience and stuff. So yeah.
Sound good, everyone? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Ryan, thank you as always.
Thanks for
having you guys watching live. Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, guys.
See you next time on Plamo no Trend.
Woo!
Bye-bye.